祝你新年快乐，恭喜发财，猪年行大运。我是嘉冕。那在 Legacy TV 呢，我们做了2次的这个新年特备，目的就是希望说，在全新的一年，让大家能够更加了解风水，还有我们整年的运势。像上一期呢，我们就和 Master Henry 一起聊了这个风水的形式，包括像是我们常听到的一些太岁呀、水婆这样的一些词汇。那我们有一个深入的了解了。那这一次呢，我相信是很多华人朋友都想要了解的，就是12生肖。所以我们再次有 Master Henry Fong 在现场，恭喜发财，师傅！
恭喜恭喜！
In every year, we are interested to know about the zodiac lux, but is it very accurate for that if we look through the zodiacs?
In a proper reading, a live astrology reading, you need to take into consideration the person's year, month, date, hour of birth, and also to see whether there's a need for adjustment of the time saving, daylight saving. Okay, so from that, like systems such as Pazi or systems such as Ziwei Doshu, or even Western astrology or Vedic astrology, with these 4 components of birth, we can come up with a very accurate reading of the person's luck in any year, month, or even day. Okay, but for the purpose of like this, general audience, so we will normally just resort to taking the year of birth, the energy or the star of the year of birth to make a prediction. Well, obviously it is not as comprehensive. Okay? I won't say it's not accurate. Probably there's some element of accuracy, but it's not as comprehensive as you would get, with a proper reading.
So we have to look through more elements on that. Then only we know that whether it is accurate.
Correct.
Okay, so after we knowing about the background of the zodiacs and how accurate it is, so now we have moved on to know that each zodiac, how their luck is for this year. So the first one is red.
Okay, the red is lucky this year.
Okay.
Because the red has got the influence of the Taiyang star. The Taiyang star is a star of career. So that means if you are working for people or whatever that you are doing, you will have the energy of Taiyang. It also means that you will have Guayan, helpful people, and this Guayan likely going to be a man. But of course, the red is not totally free because they also have got some other negative star. And one of the main negative star this year is Tofa.
Okay.
The Tofa Sing, a peach blossom. It simply means that he or she will meet members of the opposite sex and possibly get into a relationship that will not be good.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so rather than this, what else?
Other than this, well, the other smaller stars like some obstacle in the year, some losses, I don't think the red has to worry because with the Taiyang star, so powerful and so helpful.
Lucky enough already.
It's lucky enough. Yes.
Okay, so what about the others zodiac, like the
ox,
second one?
The second zodiac, the ox zodiac. I would not consider the ox as very lucky this year because don't have good stars.
Oh.
And there are only some negative stars, but the negative stars are not really that bad. One of the negative stars is Sangmen or funeral door. Funeral door means that you should take care of the older people in the family.
Okay.
If they have some illness, it's good to take them to see the doctor, get some treatment. Okay, that's one of them. The other problem that the ox has is that he or she is likely to face some troublemaker. Troublemaker who will cause some trouble for him or her, and this troublemaker being the moon, moon means that it's likely to be a woman.
And now we move on to the third zodiac. So tiger, good luck or bad luck?
Good luck.
Okay.
The tiger, like the red, is also influenced by a helpful person star. Again, whatever problems you have can be overcome. But the tiger is a bit different from the red because the good luck is associated with money.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you have investments to do this year, it probably
a lot of money.
Investments. Now, of course, like any other animal sign, they are influenced by negative energy as well. This year, the tiger is what you call influenced by the Wangshen star. Wangshen is actually to do with the losses as a result of forgetting something. So people ask me give an example. I said, for example, you may forget to renew your road tax or your driver's license.
Oh, that is very serious.
And then you might get into problem.
Okay.
Things like that.
So what about the next one, rabbit? Good luck or bad luck?
Well, the rabbit generally is a good luck because the rabbit has got the general star with him or her, meaning that can gain authority. So if you're working for people, it may mean a promotion, or at the very least, the boss give you more job to do.
Okay, so
Alright.
it's a bit good or a bit bad?
Well, I think it's good.
Because you have more job
You
to
got
do.
more job to do.
Wow. Okay, what about others?
Yes.
Other star?
The other positive star is the Long Qi star, which means the dragon pool. It means that this year you have a lot of opportunity to enjoy the good things in life. Plus also the fact that if the emperor were to invite you to his swimming pool, it means that you will gain recognition and fame. So these are the two positive aspects of the rabbit. The negative aspect of the rabbit is to do with minor litigation.
Okay.
It's not that you will go to court, but an example would be, for example, if you own a company, all right, and you make sure you remember to pay the EPF of your staff. Otherwise, you might get into some legal problem.
And now we will talk about the dragon. So how's the luck for dragon this year?
The dragon this year is, I would say, on the positive side.
Okay.
Because the dragon this year is influenced by the Hong Luang or the red matchmaker star. So what this star means is that this is an opportunity for you to find, to get married if you are already in a relationship, or to find a partner if you are not. Okay, so it's a good relationship star, for the dragon to have. And the dragon is also lucky this year because he has the star of academics, which means that if you are sitting for an exam or you want to start studying something, this is a good year for the start. However, the dragon has got one, rather two negative star,
negative
star, yes, which he or she should watch out for. And this star has to do with losses, money losses, small money losses and big money losses.
Maybe you will lose your wallet?
It's probably more than that.
Okay.
It's probably more than that. So therefore, for the dragon, my advice would be very careful with your spending. Number one, make sure you don't overspend.
Stock investment.
Or safe investment, I think is okay, like fixed deposit. But any of those dodgy type investment where people come to you and say invest $1,000 and get back
just avoid
100,000,
that,
yeah, I think you should avoid.
Okay, so what about the next one, the snake?
The snake is not so lucky this year because the snake in Chinese Zodiac is Chong Tai Sui, clash with Tai Sui. Clash with Tai Sui means money loss. Money loss is one of them.
It's same with the dragon, right?
Same with the dragon, the result is money loss, but the how you get there is a little bit different. Okay. But the snake has got there's a way to save the situation. Because the snake has got what is known as the horses star this year with them. Okay. What the horses star means is that if your job requires you to run around, traveling within KL or go to the other states or to other countries, then the traveling will bring you luck, which can offset the problems that you may be facing as a snake.
Oh, so if you do not get the chance from the company, you have to go traveling, is it?
It's sort of that way. Ideally, it would be the job that you are doing requires you to travel. So then brings the opportunity to help you to offset the losses, as well as also to help you clear any obstacles that you may have.
Okay, now we have the horse zodiac. So how's the luck for the horse?
The horse is very lucky. I would consider it as one of the top 4 lucky animals this year. The horse has got what is known as the dragon virtue. Dragon virtue is Long Tak. Long Tak is a helpful person star, but because it's also, the dragon is associated with the emperor, it means it's a very powerful, helpful person. Whatever problems that you have, you'll likely be able to overcome. So it's a good year in that sense.
Which means that for horse there are many guayan, is it?
Very powerful guayan.
Okay.
Very powerful guayan. But the horse has got one negative star, which I don't think you don't have to worry about. It's called brutal defeat. It means you are defeated, unexpectedly defeated. But let me give an example of what it means. It's like you're working in a company, you're working on a number of projects. Say maybe you're working on 5 projects. Unexpectedly, one of the projects which you expect to get did not materialize. But that's not a problem because you likely will get the remainder of the project because of this dragon virtue.
Just a small issue lah.
Yes.
luck or bad luck?
I wouldn't say it's such good luck for the goat because the goat has got one positive star, which is to do with education, exam, and studies. But it may also be good depending on the position that you're in. For example, if you are a researcher and you have written a paper and you publish it, maybe this year you'll gain recognition. Okay, so that's the good part of it. The bad part of it is that for the goat, this year they got to be very careful because there's danger of injuries due to the Bang Fu, the white tiger star.
Which means a lot of 血光之災.
Yeah, you can say that.
Anything that they can avoid for it?
I would strongly advise the goat not to take part in extreme sports this year. For example, bungee jumping, skydiving, those kind of dangerous sports he should avoid.
Okay, so anything else for the good?
That's all.
Okay, so now we have monkey here. So Master Henry Fong, what about the monkey lucks for this year?
Lucky. The monkey is I would consider as one of the top 4 lucky stars in 2019.
Okay.
Because the monkey is influenced by the fortunate virtue star, which is actually a helpful person, star Guayana. And just imagine if you are fortunate throughout the year, would that be good? I think it is, fortunate star. Now, even though this monkey has got a fortunate star, it also may have suffer some losses, so you've got to be careful.
Okay.
And then because of the curl tongue star, it means that people may talk bad about you.
Oh,
okay? But I don't think there's a whole lot to worry because with the fortune virtue star, you are fortunate throughout the year.
Okay.
And you should be okay.
Okay, what about the next one? Rooster. It is our zodiac.
Yeah, I know. I just found out that you're a rooster. I'm a rooster as well, although we are from different generations. The rooster star, if just based on the yearly energies, are not so lucky because there's the star known as Po Sui, which means that there's the danger of damage to reputation.
Okay.
To our reputation, there's a danger.
Wow. So anything that we can do to avoid for that?
Well, I think you just have to take the necessary precaution.
Okay.
But there's also one indicator, which is the Tin Gao, the heaven dog star. This star suggests that we should avoid attending other people's funeral because our energy is low. So if we attend the funerals, it may affect us negatively.
Okay.
So I think.
But what if we have the necessary to attend for it?
Well, I mean, if you have to attend, you have to attend. But try
you
your
have to
best.
accept that maybe there's something bad will happen on you.
That you might because during a funeral people pass away, it's negative energy. So if you attend a funeral, you may, because our energy is weak, so we may absorb the negative energy.
Okay.
So just now you asked me what can the rooster do? Avoid attending other people's funeral.
Now we have the dog zodiac. So any advice from Master Henry Fong to all the dogs?
Well, yeah, the dog is influenced by the happiness star this year.
Okay.
So therefore, the dog can expect to have a lot of happy events in the household. Example, maybe children getting married or having a grandchildren and things like that. So a lot of happy events in the household for the dog.
Which means it's all about all the good stuff.
All the happy events.
Okay.
Yes. But the dog got to be a little bit careful because this year the dog is influenced by the lonesome star, which means that he or she may feel a bit lonely. So my advice to the dog would be to go out and meet more people, join activities and all that, so that you are not so lonely.
Okay, so if your zodiac is dog, don't stay alone in house for this year. Okay, what about the last one, which means the pig for this year? I think it shouldn't be the good one, right?
Yeah, the pig is called Fan Tai Sui. Fan Tai Sui, so likely you have some relationship issues, all right? But it's actually more than just a relationship issue because the pig is also influenced by the Fao Chama, the float sing star, which means that there's probably not going to be a lot of progress in whatever he or she wants to do this year. So it's a negative thing. Plus, the pig got to be a little bit careful because of the sign of Hitkong or accident that result in blood. So the pig, I would advise again, maybe don't do too much of extreme sport. Do some simple, safe activities.
Okay, so please take note for that. And we have talked about the 12 zodiac for this year, but I think that most of us would like to know that any extra advice that Master Henry Fong you would like to give to all of us?
Okay. You see, there are few zodiac signs which are considered very lucky. I believe they are the rat, the tiger, the horse, and also the monkey.
Yeah, it seems like those zodiac in front will be good luck for this year, but for the last three, like rooster and pig and the dogs, it seems like not a good luck for this year. Any
No.
reason for that?
Well, first of all, it's not a trend. It's
Okay.
not always like that.
Okay.
It's just based on some formula that we use to place the stars. And so happened this year, the last 3 stars may not be so good.
Okay.
So it's not necessary that way. But coming back to your question about what the person should do depending on the zodiac sign. Now, my advice is that if you are going to make some major change in your life, for example, you decide you want to start your own business or you want to invest a huge sum of money somewhere, my advice to you would be to go and seek an astrologer and do a complete reading,
A
detailed reading, so that you know whether you should or you shouldn't take that risk. However, if you're just going to rely on the zodiac, I would say that the 4 lucky zodiac animals that we talk about, my advice would be to you can take some risks. Take some risks. For example, the rat, for example, good career luck, can talk to his boss, maybe can demand more from his bosses.
Okay.
Okay, and the tiger who has got good money luck can take a bit more risk in the investment,
Okay.
etc. But for those animal signs which don't have a whole lot of good stars,
Just stay calm.
yeah.
OK, alright。那我们刚才呢已经是非常的详细跟大家说了今年12生肖的整个运程。如果你想要知道更多的话，就好像刚才 Master Henry 所说的，就是如果你真的是要知道详细的，真的是要去找一个专业的人士，可能你们可以私底下去找 Master Henry Fong 去了解一下你自己的生肖今年的运程如何。那这个就是我们今天的整个新春的特备。如果你想要知道更多有关于房地产的资讯的话呢，当然要你马上订阅我们的 Legacy TV 的频道，而且要留守我们的房地产资讯。像我们之后呢，每个星期五晚上8点都会播出全新的一集，让你了解整个房地产的趋势。谢谢 Master Henry
Thank you very
Fong，
much.
再次祝大家
谢谢
新年快乐
Happy New Year.